Welcome back to Bamboo Works. Today we explore a breakup between two former English teachers that cost a Hong Kong-listed e-commerce company $1 billion in market cap. In one corner we have Dong Yuhui, an English teacher turned star online salesman who talked consumers into buying $70 million worth of merchandise last year for his former employer, Eastbuy. In the other corner is Yu Minhong, Dong's former boss and another former English teacher who founded China's largest private education company. At the end of July, Eastbuy announced that Dong was leaving the company to pursue his, quote, own career aspirations, end quote. Eastbuy stock tanked 23% the next day, erasing about $1 billion in market cap, even after Eastbuy tried to soften the blow by announcing a major new share buyback the same day. So, why the huge financial fallout from this breakup between two former English teachers? Here's some background. Yu started his English tutoring school, New Oriental, in 1993 to help Chinese students prepare for the GRE and TOEFL tests. That venture proved to be a huge success as China's students were starting to study abroad in big numbers. Yu took his company public in 2006 and watched its market cap soar to $33 billion by 2021. But then the stock went into freefall after Beijing cracked down on after-school tutoring services, wiping out 90% of New Oriental's market value from the peak. A few years earlier, another famous former English teacher turned billionaire, Alibaba founder Jack Ma, was finding big success in live stream shopping, basically an internet version of the traditional TV-based home shopping network. This new form of selling quickly exploded among internet-savvy Chinese, reaching an estimated $700 billion in value by 2023. Like the home shopping network, internet-based live stream shopping lets one person sell directly to millions of shoppers at once. But unlike traditional TV-based shopping, barriers to entry were far lower for this new generation of live streaming hosts, which included a new subgroup of celebrity salespeople. When China outlawed most after-school tutoring 2 years ago, Yu bet on live stream shopping as a new business model. To keep their jobs, many of his former English teachers left their classrooms to take up internet hawking for Yu's new company called Eastbuy. Dong was a standout among that group, impressing viewers with his classy pitches that included things like Shakespearean references, as he talked up merchandise as basic as fresh steaks. His humble origins as a poor kid from the countryside also resonated with many. His droves of female fans even took to calling themselves Dong's mother-in-law. Dong soon became one of the top 5 live stream salesmen in China, and his broadcast brought in about half of Eastbuy's profit. But things quickly headed south when Dong realized how big he was and began to clash with Eastbuy's management. Last December, the company's veteran CEO criticized China's, quote, extreme fan culture, end quote, and implied Eastbuy's success owed to team efforts instead of Dong's popularity. That angered Dong's fans, who were also Eastbuy's most important customers. Yu ultimately had to fire the CEO to placate Dong and his fans. But even after that, he and Eastbuy still came under constant fire from Dong's fans. Yu and Dong held multiple talks starting around March, and finally decided to spin off Dong's live streaming studio at the end of May to avoid, quote, business conflicts and public opinion disputes, end quote, according to the latest open letter from Yu. According to one data services provider, $14 million worth of products were sold over Dong's live streaming channel in May, the second highest transaction volume on China's version of TikTok that month, while Eastbuy ranked 9th. Finally, at the end of July, Dong was allowed to acquire his own live streaming studio using money from Yu. The final divorce came not long after that, making the separation complete. Business 101 will tell you that Eastbuy needed to split with Dong to reduce its over-reliance on any single live streaming host, even before there were any conflicts. After all, it's never wise to put too many of your eggs in one basket. Over the longer run, the breakup may also end the ongoing reputational damage Yu and Eastbuy were suffering and allow Eastbuy to focus on more important challenges such as rising competition and China's slowing retail market. Eastbuy reported about $400 million in revenue in the 6 months to last November, up 34% from a year earlier. But its profit slumped 57% to about $34 million, as it more than doubled its spending on marketing, R&D, and administrative expenses to keep up with its rivals. Bearish analysts believe eSpy remains too pricey even after a 65% drop in its share price this year. The company trades at a PE ratio of around 16 times, which is still ahead of the average of 10 for all companies listed in Hong Kong. Daiwa Securities downgraded eSpy from a hold rating to underperform and slashed its target price from 29 Hong Kong dollars to 11 after the breakup, as it estimated that Dong's channel bought in roughly half of the total gross merchandise value for eSpy in the latest quarter. Following the divorce, Citibank maintained its buy rating on eSpy with a target price of 36 Hong Kong dollars and said it's watching the company's execution as it repositions itself for more sustainable growth. Whether eSpy can gain a solid foothold in the highly competitive retail market remains to be seen. But a clear break with a controversial star livestreamer is an important first step in stabilizing its ship and laying a more solid foundation for the future. So, what do you think about this divorce and live stream shopping in general? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insight on China stocks. See you next time.